check page 468. Okay, you guys have 4 problems on page 468. Go ahead and turn to that page. Okay, pin Mrs. Palmer so you can see the whiteboard. And you can check your answers. Right, number 12, you should have 8 signed. 13 9 times. 14 1/8 of the pie. And 15 20 times.
Can you bring that back, please?
You should have her pinned.
Okay.
Wait, 1/8 of the pie. For number 13, I just said 3 times.
Well, but she's making 3 batches, so that's why it's 9 times. So it's 3 times for each batch. But
Okay, let me do that one.
batches.
3 times 3/4 equals 9/4 9 times. Okay.
Okay.
20. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Any other questions?
No.
Okay. Okay, we're going to move on to page 471. Okay, we're multiplying a whole number by a fraction. Page 471. Okay, they're going to show us models and how to do this with models. We're not really going to be too concerned about the models. You can look at the models if you want, and if it helps you, they're drawn on the page. But we're just going to be looking at the number piece of it. So let's look at number 1. It says find the product of 3 times 5/8. One group of 5/8 equals, you're going to put a 5 there. One group of 5/8 is 5/8. But if we had 2 groups of 5/8, that would be 10/8. And if we had 3 groups of 5/8, that would be 15/8. You're going to write that in. And right below that, there's a multiplication problem, and it looks like this. 3 times 5/8. Multiplying fractions is really pretty easy. Remember, that number 3 is like a fraction. It's like 3/1. It's the same thing. When you multiply fractions, you just multiply straight across your numerators. So 3 times 5 is 15. And 1 times 8 is 8. So 3 times 5/8 equals 15/8. Okay? So that's how you do number 1.
What page are we on?
Page.
Page 471. 471.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Number 2. Right? They do show us a little diagram. You know, they show us a model, but we don't really need to use the model.
Can I try number 2?
2 times 4/5. Hang on a second, gang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. I'm going to have Aaron do number 2. Okay, so Aaron, number 2 looks like this. 2/1 times 4/5. Do you see that? So you can unmute, Aaron. So multiply your numerators and then your denominators. So what would you get?
Hello. What did I miss?
This-
What did I miss?
I'll only be hearing Aaron Cooper.
8/5.
Good, Aaron. 8/5.
What page are we on?
David N., did you just join us?
Yeah.
How does that happen sometimes? You get in here to our class so late and then you're not on the right page. We're on page
Okay.
471.
Okay, thank you. My sister also has her class that sort of interferes with my class times.
Okay. Number 3. 4 times 2/3. Okay. Brooklyn. Take a look at number 3 and multiply your numerators and your denominators. What would you get?
I would get 8/3.
Good. 8/3 is correct. Number 4. 5 times 3/10. That goes to Connor.
Oh,
15/10.
Very good. 15/10. Excellent. All right. Number 5. That one goes to David C. David C, number 5.
20/6.
Good. 20/6 is correct. Number 6 goes to David N.
14/12.
Yes, good job. Number 7, David S. David S., you have to unmute.
Yeah, sorry.
It's okay.
18/8.
18/8. Number 8, Sod.
10/4.
Good. Number 9, Taryn.
3 times 4/6 equals 12/6.
Good. Number 10, Yash.
Mrs. Plummer, what question are we on now?
Okay, listen up. Number 10,
Number 10. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to watch this class again.
10/10.
correct. Okay. Number 11, Aaron.
Yeah.
Number 11.
4 times 2/8. 8/8.
Good. Number 12. This is a little bit different. We have to figure out what number they're multiplying by. So for number 12, I'm going to say, oh, what would have to go in that blue box so that I would get 12? Like what number times 2 gives me 12? Okay, so Brooklyn, what should go in the blue box? What number are we missing?
number 13.
Number 12.
Oh, number 12. Okay. 6.
Correct. Good job.
1.
Number 13, Connor.
2.
Correct. Number 14, David C.
8.
Good job, guys. Right. That's it. Very good. Okay. Page 472 is all about the model, so you guys can X that. 472. We're going to go to 473. Okay, we're going to continue what we're doing. They did number 1. Okay, number 2. David N.
6/5.
Good. Number 3, David S.
21/10.
Good. Number 4, Gavin. You have to unmute, Gavin. Okay, sod number 4.
Sorry, 15/12.
Was that Gavin?
Yeah, sorry, I forgot. I couldn't. It
Okay.
wasn't popping up. My screen was sort of froze.
All right, that's correct. Number 5, sod.
18/4.
Good. 6, Taryn.
8/5.
Good. All right, number 7, a little bit of a word problem for Yash. Matthew walks 5/8 mile to the bus stop each morning. How far will he walk in 5 days? So that's like a multiplication problem, Yash.
25/8.
Good. And what label do you want to give it? 25/8.
25/8 miles.
Very good. 25/8 miles. Good job. Okay, and we have another word problem for Erin. Erin, Emily uses 2/3 cup of milk to make 1 batch of muffins. How many cups of milk will she use if she makes 3 batches of muffins? What do you think, Erin?
6/3.
Good. And what label do you want to give it? 6/3.
6/3 cups of milk.
Yeah, you could just say cups. 6/3 cups. Good job.
Or 1/2.
6/3 equals 2. Right. All right, you can cross off number 9. Okay, and we're going to do the next page, 474. Page 474. Number
These
1.
are pretty easy.
I know. Well, you guys are doing well, and it's very good practice for your multiplication facts also. Number 1, Alita's puppy gained 3/8 pound each week for 4 weeks. How much weight did the puppy gain during the 4 weeks? Connor, how much weight did the puppy gain?
12/8 pounds.
Good, and good job remembering your label, 12/8 pounds. Good. Okay, number 2, Brooklyn. Pedro mixes 3/4 teaspoon of plant food into each gallon of water. How many teaspoons of plant food should Pedro mix into 5 gallons of water?
15/4.
Good work. Yes. 15/4. And what's our label, Brooklyn?
Gallons.
How many teaspoons is the question? So we're going to use teaspoons
good.
as our label. Yep, 15/4 teaspoons. And I could write that 5. If you guys don't need to keep putting the 1 underneath, it's fine if you don't. Okay. The next section is the spiral review part, where it might not be what we're working on today, but just to keep everything that we've learned so far sharp in our mind. So let's look at number 3. Okay, this one's going to go to David C. David, Ivana has 3/4 pound of hamburger meat. She makes 3 hamburger patties. Each patty weighs the same amount. How much does each hamburger patty weigh? What do you think, David C?
I think they all weigh 1/4.
Good. 1/4 pound. Good.
1/4 pound.
Yeah, that's our unit fraction, 1/4, right? 1/4 plus 1/4 plus 1/4 is 3/4. So each hamburger is 1/4 pound. Okay. Number 4, David N. Write 7/10 as a sum of fractions, but do it 2 different ways. So break that apart.
5/10
Two
plus 5/10 plus 2/10 and 6/10 plus 1/10.
Those both work. Good job. Okay. We'll put that up there. 5/10 plus 2/10, 6/10 plus 1/10. All right. Okay. Number 5 goes to David S. David Lance wants to find the total length of 3 boards. He uses the expression 3.5 plus 2, and then there's like parentheses, 2 plus 4.5 are in the parentheses. How could he rewrite that using the associative and the commutative properties?
Well, if he was doing commutative first, it would be 3.5 plus 4.5.
Mm-hmm.
So 2 plus 3.5 plus 4.5.
Good. And I wrote it this way. It could go either way.
Oh,
3.5 plus 4.5 in parentheses plus 2, or you could put the 2 first. But yep, you're going to put the parentheses around 3.5 plus 4.5. You'd have to change the order.
Plus, I can't. Okay, it's not really focused, but I can kind of see it.
You want me to write it bigger?
No, I got it. 3
Got it?
and 1/2 plus 4 and 1/2.
Mhm. Yep, that's it.
Okay.
All right, and the very last one, fill in the blank with the symbol that makes it true. So it's a less than, greater than, or equal to. Gavin Rogers, number 6. We have 5/12 and 1/3. What sign would go in between?
Isn't it greater?
It's greater, right? Because we use our little trick and multiply across, and we get 3 times 5 is 15, and 12 times 1 is 12. So it makes, since 15 is bigger than 12, it's a greater than.
Wait, Mrs. Palmer, did you put out a new Sundog challenge?
No, I didn't put one out yet.
Okay.
Okay. So, boys and girls, you did a wonderful job today. Really good. That was awesome. So I'm going to start to talk to you about tomorrow's lesson, right? You did everything from today's lesson, and we even worked together and you got tonight's homework all done. But we do still have a few minutes of class, so I'm going to show you what we'll be doing next. So I want you to turn to page 477. Next, we're going to be multiplying a fraction or a mixed number by a whole number. Sometimes we have to multiply a mixed number. So go to page 477 and look at number 1. Okay. We have 2 times 3 2/3. And they're saying that's the same thing as 2. Does anybody remember how to change 3 2/3 into an improper fraction?
Yes, I'm positive.
Sod, can you tell me how I could change 3 2/3 into an improper fraction? And Aswad, you have to unmute.
Oh, sorry. You have to do. I do it by, so you have to add 3/3 plus 3/3 plus 3/3, and that equals 3 plus 2/3. So that's 9 plus 9/3 plus 2/3, which equals 11/3.
Good. Yep. So we do this. We say 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11. Okay? So we take the big number, 3, we multiply it. We're going to take our denominator, 3, and multiply it by our whole number. 3 times 3 is 9, plus 2 is 11. And we put that over 3. So on that first line, we're going to put 11/3. And right below that, it says equals. And now they want us to multiply 2 times 11/3. Taryn, can you do that? That's what we were working on today. So what would go on that next line?
22/3.
Yes, good work. 22/3. All right, finally, they want us to turn it back into a mixed number. When you're working with multiplying by a mixed number, you have to take the mixed number, turn it into an improper fraction. You have to turn it back into a mixed number. Okay, so Yash, could you take 22/3 and turn that back into a mixed number? We're going to say 3 goes into 22 however many times, and how much is left?
You can go 7 1/3.
Yes, 3 goes into 22 7 times with 1 left over. So 7 1/3. Good work. Okay, so this is what we're going to work on tomorrow. All right, you guys do not have any math homework for this evening because you got it all done during class today, actually. Thank you for being so focused and ready to work and ready to go. That was awesome.
I'm amazed we can't do that in 45 minutes at school.
I'll tell you, you guys are on the ball today.
It's strangely ironic. It's strangely ironic how we can do it in less time. My
The
personal
only
thought
reason
is that we're not dreading the rest of the school day, so we feel more energetic to
Dividend.
get it done. We're just like, bring it on, get it done.
Dividend. Think about it. We don't have to do a simple solutions page.
That's true.
Class, are we dismissed, Miss Palmer?
You are. I'll see you all tomorrow. Good work.
Bye.
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 DC, I'm available right now if you want.
Okay then.
Google Hangout?
Yeah, no problem.
Let me see if I can get it up. Okay, Google Hangouts. Wait. Okay. I see it. Okay. There we go. David C. Video call? Okay.
Wait.
Dismiss. I invited you.
Okay. Give me a sec.
Yep, I invited you. Yep, okay. So I invited you. See if you can get in. DC, you in yet?